There'll be no more distractions. Today was an unusual day. There'll be no more distractions. Today was an unusual day. There'll be no more distractions. Today was an unusual day.
It's spooky season, but it's also belligerent season.
Oh yeah.
It's football season. It's the eve of the hockey season. It's,
Man. Sports are in full swing.
Soon to be NBA season.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, I don't
Hey.
care about the NBA.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. This is like the best time of the year if you're an absolute degenerate when it comes to sports. And
Yeah, man. Especially if
best
your
time.
teams are in the playoffs.
yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of playoffs, we'll touch that on a little bit, but baseball playoffs are in full swing, and the city's abuzz, guys.
Yeah, city's electric. I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to start on that now or leave it for later.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end there because I know we have a lot to say on that. We'll probably just take up the whole hour just talking about these guys, but that's fine. But man, I think last time we were together, Jag unfortunately was not here, couldn't make
Yeah.
it, but we did the whole Charlie Kirk thing.
Charlie Kirk reaction, yeah.
Man, that died pretty quick, eh? No pun intended. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to say it that way, but that story just went away.
It's unfortunate. It's every story now. It's, COVID was the same thing. You can go back in time, right? Like stories die as quick as the next one can, they can push the next agenda on you. And people just don't have the attention span. Just your average person, like, has so many things to do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up. Aside from Candace and maybe Tucker, ain't nobody keeping this story alive.
No, yeah, everybody's got the attention span of an ant.
Yeah.
Like no one's really got time for that.
It's unfortunately true.
Yeah.
But I said it even the week it happened. I was saying, I'm like, watch, in a week it's gonna be something else.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Unfortunate, but we wanted to talk about it, so we got it was on our chest.
I don't know if you guys want to add anything to it. Like it's been
Nah.
it's been a month now, right? Almost been a month, yes.
Yeah, it's a month next week or this weekend actually.
I'll just say I don't think the story's over. I know people move on, forget about it, but
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll get picked up again.
eventually something will come up to have to distract from something else that comes up where they don't want us paying attention anymore. But whatever. But yeah, it's been about a month, and some things have happened, and a couple of things. What do you guys want to start with? You want to start with Xbox or you want to start with EA?
Like we're gonna start with just Xbox.
Xbox?
Yeah.
All right. So Xbox has been a really big part of my life. I'm pretty sure it's been a big part of your guys' life too, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that 360 generation is probably the best generation of gaming, and you kids don't know anything about that 360 generation.
Yeah,
360
360 was the peak. It
Yeah,
was a good time.
360, PS3, Wii, like that whole generation of console, I feel gaming peaked, and it never got back
No.
to those heights, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think console will ever get back to that peak.
No,
ever again.
that was a whole other experience. And for those of you out there who lived through the 360 generation, PS3 generation, you know exactly what we're talking about. And I'm not I've never hid the fact that I've been an Xbox guy over a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
Because Xbox, the original one, was the first console I got.
Yeah.
Right, like on my own. So
Xbox, What was the first console I got on my own?
Probably 64.
No, we didn't get.
We had the 64.
But I never got that on my own.
Sega was technically yours.
Yeah, you know what? Sega
Genesis?
Genesis was technically his.
Sega Genesis,
Right? Then 64 was a share.
Yeah, you
thing.
know what? 64. You're right. That I got. Yeah, was 64.
Genesis was also peak 16-bit gaming. That thing was crazy.
Yeah.
The first time you saw Sonic on that thing and the speed that you got on it,
that was amazing.
I know some of it's probably nostalgia, but I'd love to find out. You're in the I feel like you're much more into the vibe of what's going on, like the feel for what's going on. But are kids loving consoles these days?
It's the easiest way to get into gaming.
Yeah, which is
It's the
always
most
been the case.
affordable
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
That's a
always
good
been the
point.
case with
Yeah.
console, right? Like the families who can't afford PC, they get the kid a console and he
But
plays
guys,
whatever they
isn't
want,
like
right?
the next like every console is now like $1,000?
We'll get to that. But we're getting to PC pricing,
Yeah,
right?
Like you literally are. Like,
PS5 Pro is like $1,000.
But now,
and the Nintendo Switch too. What was it? $699?
Yeah,
but the thing with
With
PC
a game.
is you're not going to get a pre-built,
yeah.
right?
I understand that. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like that gap is obviously closing, and from the affordability standpoint, like that's ridiculous. Like,
But I think it also goes back to the convenience of it, right? Like with
Yeah.
with console, you buy the game, pop it in,
yeah,
And you're good to go.
updates and whatever that happens these days, but you pop it
Yeah.
in and you play, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
logging into Steam, you're not downloading, it's on your library, you're not installing, you're not doing any of
Yeah.
that stuff, right? But yeah, I mean, Xbox has been a thing for a while, right? The original one came out, everyone was stoked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're actually getting, PlayStation's getting some competition. Right?
exactly.
360 and PS3 came. That era is forever goated. And when Xbox One was announced, I think that's kind of where
It started going down.
you kind of felt that Microsoft was kind of losing it a bit,
Yeah.
right? Because remember that, I don't know if you guys remember that E3 when they announced it and they did the whole the DRM thing.
Oh
where
yeah,
you can't play used games,
Used games.
and
Yeah, I
whatever,
totally
right?
Yeah.
remember that.
And then they were pushing
That whole
I feel like
pri-
PlayStation and Xbox both tried to do that.
No.
Like no sharing games.
PlayStation actually made fun of Xbox that
Yeah.
same E3.
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was a total meltdown.
it
on
was a
their part.
meltdown, and then they pushed the whole like the console as like an entertainment experience rather than a gaming console because they're pushing the whole TV thing, HDMI in.
Yeah.
Like who cares about HDMI in? But they
Yeah,
pushed that
they
really
pushed
big
that,
time,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Xbox One came and went. I forgot Buddy's name, whoever was running the department at the time, but he left, and then Spencer comes in, and Spencer changes it completely. Whatever,
Yeah,
But I think at that point they had screwed up so much that people were just like, we're just gonna go PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Xbox One X comes around, great console. Not gonna lie, it's great. But PlayStation built the lead so much,
yeah.
right? That
It was like
they
a
were never
glo-
catching up, right?
that problem is like PlayStation globally,
Yeah,
right? It was untouchable,
yeah,
right? And Xbox had the market in North America.
yeah. And
So
what's the one thing about Xbox that everybody just kind of clung on to? It's the Halo.
the exclusives, right?
Right.
It was
Yeah.
really built on Halo and Gears,
yeah,
right? I would say those two games above all any other
yeah.
really built Xbox.
And then time moves on, and then Microsoft introduces Game Pass. Phenomenal,
Yeah,
great.
Mm-hmm.
For X amount of dollars a month, you'll get a whole library of games. You play a couple of them, and you pretty much paid off your 1 month membership, right? It's great.
Yeah.
We talk
Yeah.
about it all the time.
no,
Mm-hmm.
It's on PC too,
Yep.
right? Because what were we talking about last time? The Doom.
Yeah.
Doom was day one. COD's day one.
on Game Pass.
On Game Pass,
Yeah.
like if you have Ultimate, then
But that's another thing. I don't like how they have a separate libraries, like for PC and for console. Console has
That's
much better
interesting.
library than
yeah.
what PC has.
How much is Game Pass again? Like premium?
So that's what we're getting to. This is where Microsoft has essentially killed themselves, right? So this week, Microsoft comes out and it said, "Hey, we've upgraded our Game Pass experience," right? What they actually meant by that is, "Hey, we're doing a 50% increase per month price on Game Pass Ultimate."
Oh
So if you're one of those idiots like I am who has Game Pass Ultimate, you're coughing up $35 a month
wow.
for Game Pass. But hey, you get Ubisoft Classics. But hey, you get EA Play. But $35 a month.
That's crazy.
That-
So
yeah.
plus tax.
No, yeah, actually, they charge tax on it. So yeah, so like 36 and change, whatever the hell it is, right?
You're paying like $400 a year or so.
$400 a year,
Yeah.
give or take, right? Okay. Microsoft's pursuit of greed has always been a thing. We
Number
all
one.
we knew
Number
that,
one, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No matter what it was, if it was Xbox, if it was Windows, if it was whatever, they're squeezing everything out of everybody,
Everything,
right?
man. Everything. And we know this from
Yeah.
in the IT space, like how much
Exactly.
they've, squeezed everything.
Yeah. But when Game Pass, came out, you're like, hey, this is cool. $20 a month, whatever. I get to play a bunch of games that I'm probably never gonna buy.
Yeah.
but I'll try it out, and then I'm not wasting $50 and returning it or trading it in afterwards.
But isn't that
right?
the thing with all these subscription, like the subscription model itself? Like you look across any streaming service, Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever, every couple of years they drip, increase the price. It's just so easy. People don't look.
But this was a big jump.
I
This
get
is a
it.
50%
Yeah.
increase.
I
man.
get it. But if you look at Netflix from 10 years ago to now, it's probably like 3x, 4x, like,
Yeah.
and then they keep building on these fake premiums. It's just it's such a predatory system, because we've saw it in the software space when you bought it's gaming is the same thing, right? When you actually bought Microsoft Office, you owned it. You bought a piece of software, you owned it. Now you just rent it,
SaaS.
right?
It's all
Yeah.
SaaS
right?
now.
So
right?
everything is rental. So I'm telling you, it's such a predatory system, and I'm not surprised that they did this, because like they've done this in the IT industry on everything.
Yeah. So with the news of what they've done with Game Pass, like, what do you guys think? Like, is this essentially them saying? I mean, Spencer's already come out and said that we've lost the console war, right? So on top of the Xbox price increase, they increased the prices of the actual console itself too, right? So that price went up. But have they basically just said, hey, we're taking this thing out back, we're putting a bullet in between its eyes, and we're just gonna
I just think
walk away?
if you're a console gamer, I just think the incentive to get an Xbox now, there is none.
There is a zero.
And also, just to add to this, in the summer, so me and Jag were big Warcraft Rumble players. So obviously a year ago, whatever it was now, Microsoft bought Activision,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was a big one.
So, and now we see Microsoft's fingerprints all over these games, from Activision, from World of Warcraft, Warcraft Rumble. They've been slashing and cutting for the past year. So, they've closed up shop on a couple games. Like, it's been bad. So I'm not surprised. It literally looks like on the gaming aspect, especially the console side, they're just taking what they can. They're at the point where we're going to squeeze what we can. And like you said, if they've already admitted that they've lost the console war, I don't think there's much left.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall with these guys at the second they stop keeping their games exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they said, Forza's on PlayStation now, Halo's gonna be on PlayStation now, Gears of War is going to PlayStation now. What's even the point? Like, I know they're trying to create this ecosystem within Windows, where everything is just centralized within Windows now, right?
Yep.
But it's if that's what you're gonna do, why do you need to do this? Why do you need to increase it that much, right?
But I don't think they saw that the more they integrated with Windows and the home computer, kids younger and younger are more familiar with computers from laptops, building computers, computer parts. They're just more tech savvy. So I think that's also led many gamers just away from the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were trying to say that leads them more to like their console, but no. You're absolutely right, because I'm just like, there's no incentive to get a console, right? There's no exclusives. Things like, I remember when I used to have my Xbox 360, I used to be like, oh, I'm getting all the Call of Duty, the maps, the DLC, all that stuff earlier than PlayStation.
Yeah.
That was like our fame. I'm like, oh, we're getting things in games earlier, but then they lost all that too. Right. So I'm just like, there's absolutely, and all I hear about Microsoft these days, like whenever I'm going through news stories, is that the layoffs they're doing.
Yeah.
Right. They're just,
They've closed so many studios.
Yeah. So this is what happened in the summer, right? Like they've laid off so many teams off multiple, publishers across.
Like, how bummed were we when we found out that they canceled Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that trailer comes out, everyone's like, oh yeah, amazing, we're getting a new Perfect Dark, finally, it's about time. And then like 3 months later, we're canceling it.
It's almost been 2 decades, and you all the hype you build, you're like your worst enemy. You just.
But man, they really destroyed that studio, Rare. Yeah. When 64 was a thing, Rare was
number one.
They
were number one, man. They were making the first person shooters.
GoldenEye, Perfect Dark,
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie.
64 had amazing games.
64 entered, like what 64 did was like it showed you like where we're headed with everything.
What was
Yeah.
Right?
like it really pushed what you could do.
Because seeing Mario 3D for the first time, you're like, you can do that. You know what I mean? Like it was wild.
Even like Pokemon Stadium and stuff. It's just
Pokemon
like,
Stadium, yeah.
It changed the game.
And they had that really one gimmicky Pokemon game, the Pokemon Snap, the only
Snap.
camera attachment.
Yeah.
Just go around
That's
taking
probably
pictures.
still huge, right? That's the other thing. Like a mobile gaming has taken over a big market share from these consoles,
Yeah.
right?
But,
And
yeah.
kids are starting with phones in their hand as young as, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old.
Yeah. But that just goes back to what you were talking about earlier, like people's attention spans.
Yeah.
Mobile games, you play it for like 2-3 minutes, and you're like, I got my fix. Then you move on to like whatever else you're gonna scroll.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just the convenience is unreal.
Yeah, you can go anywhere. Like whenever you're bored, you're just take out your phone.
Yeah.
Right. So
Like maybe this is just like me just dating myself right now and just being the old guy, but I just love that. Give me offline single player 40-hour story and let me just rip through this thing and pat myself on the back at the end of it when the credits roll. Right?
Yeah, I love that. Like that, I think that's huge. I feel like a lot of it they got away from just the quality of games. Like a lot of games I felt like just didn't know what they wanted to be. Multiplayer, they're trying to sell DLCs. Like nowadays I don't even know, am I buying a complete game or is there going to be 10 DLCs that I'm going to be continuing to buy?
Brother, Battlefield 6 is already creating a day one patch.
Yeah, and that comes out on the 10th, right?
Yeah, the game's not even out yet. They got a day one patch in the works.
I think even Call of Duty, like they're announcing that season 1, there's going to be 2 new perks and this and that. I'm just like, why not just release it with the game?
That's the problem.
You have everything ready, but you're trying to promote your game saying, oh, we're going to add more stuff in very quickly. But
whoever's going to buy it's going to buy it.
Exactly.
It's like the FIFA guys, the Madden guys, the NHL guys, they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how many new players are you actually going to try to convince to come over to Call of Duty? Everybody knows what Call of Duty is.
Exactly.
Right? You got to have that GTA attitude. GTA doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I just don't get that. Like these games when, like, especially Call of Duty, like you announce stuff at release that you tell your customer base, hey, in 6 months, season 1 or whatever, this is what you're going to get. Like, what? I'm going to buy the game now and wait 6 months? Like,
yeah. And then you're just sitting there, like, waiting for 6 months. Like, why am I going to play it now? I'll just wait for 6 months.
I'm just done with all that stuff.
Yeah. But then, single player, which is like such... I feel like it's kind of making a comeback, contrary to what EA said a couple of years back, where they're like, single player's dead, nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, come on. Tell that to the guy who just finished God of War. Tell that to the guy who just played Ghost of Tsushima.
I just think there's not enough of those single player games anymore.
No. And they're always the best ones.
There is some great games, though. Like, the games you just mentioned, like, there is some great single player games.
Like, right now, I'm playing Wukong. Right? Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's single player.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and watch when GTA 6 finally comes out. The world is going to shut down.
Is Wukong and, for instance, like a game like Doom Dark Ages, are those Steam?
They're usually
Wukong you can get on Steam.
Yeah, usually nowadays like Epic Games, Steam, like there's multiple places you can buy the game from.
If you have PC Game Pass, you can get Doom on Game Pass.
Yeah,
I'm not promoting Game Pass anymore.
Nah, I will stay away from subs and subscriptions as much as I can.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about the whole Game Pass thing was like the day that they announced it and they released that video, right? The website to cancel subscriptions crashed.
No way.
Yeah. So like the actual like cancellation numbers.
I respect all the people with Game Pass that went and did that.
Yeah.
I honestly do. Honestly, a lot of times when greedy corporations I don't really like when I see this stuff, I want to react and be pissed off, but I'm like, how many people just close-minded and just go ahead and be like, it's so hard to cancel.
Yeah.
It's just easy to keep my subscription.
Like I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place right now where like $35 is a lot. But I'm also like, but I also want to play these 3 games.
Yeah.
Do I want to spend $90 on this game or do I just keep the $35 a month and just play it?
I guess that's what they're banking on, right?
Right.
I think
but you really
they're
need
banking
to
on their hardcore customers that are playing 3, 4, 5 games a year. And they're like, as long as they can bring it up to 5 games worth of cost, it could be $500 you guys are paying it.
Yeah, but the one thing that I always hated about Xbox or Microsoft was that Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Having to pay to play. I buy a game and I can't play online unless I buy Xbox Live.
Guys, I got off the console train after N64. So whenever all this stuff started, like I can't do that. Like,
Live was whatever, but when you look at the infrastructure that they had, that was the best online.
it was the best. Yeah.
No, but another thing is
it took years for PlayStation to catch up.
no, but you said like okay, you left that space. But the thing is, it's like if you're playing with family and friends, you need the same console. There's no, you know, there's no cross-play, right? You have to get live. Like
it was a struggle back in the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now everyone has it easy. Now there's cross-play, right? Be
Cross-play,
on whatever
everyone's
you
got
want.
it, yeah.
But back in the day, it's like you have to kind of.
Yeah, they don't make it easy.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the equation, right? They've kind of put that cost on Game Pass where they don't have to sell as many consoles.
Yeah.
So
Don't sell as many consoles. You don't have to, do the experience as much anymore. But speaking of experiences, we just touched on EA saying that single player is dead. They basically killed themselves too.
Exactly.
Sold themselves to Saudis for $55 billion. They've gone private. They went from public to private with this, and I think the Saudi public investment fund or whatever.
Yeah.
They do live. They do all the boxing now.
So I was gonna say like, I don't know where to really be outraged because like, I just think people have stopped caring because, like esports has already gone that way. We just saw all these comedians, get paid to come and do a show.
They bought Evo too. Like the Saudis, they bought Evo. Like the whole e-gaming, like the fighting competition or whatever.
Yeah.
They have
and
that.
like look, the WWE sold out, right? The UFC.
Oh yeah, we'll touch on WWE
right?
with the Saudis too, yeah.
So this is like, I don't really see anybody saying no.
But let me ask you, like the whole thing with the Saudi takeover of a EA, like are they just gonna like leave it alone and just like wait for the money to roll in? Or do you think they're actually gonna be like, hey, let's not do this in this game? You know how The Sims is like crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sims is probably the most progressive thing out there. You can do whatever you want in that game. You think The Sims is dead? You think they're gonna crush The Sims? Be like, hey man, we don't want you making this no more.
No way. No way.
I don't
You
know.
don't think
like,
so? You don't think the Saudis are gonna be like, hey, we're kind of done with it?
Have they?
I
So
guess that's interesting. I can see that, but
we're all familiar with how the regime is over there. We know what they think and what their attitudes are towards certain things.
yeah.
Do they want their name attached to something like The Sims where you can do the most
I think
outrageous things in the game?
I think they don't really care what people do outside, but they're gonna limit that stuff within Saudi.
Okay,
and
fair
that's
enough.
all they care about.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's just like all these comedians, they told them what they could joke about and what they couldn't inside their country. Outside, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess you
Right?
got a point
So-
because
They're basically bringing all this entertainment and trying to become like the Las Vegas of the Middle East by, paying all this money. Obviously, they have unlimited funds,
yeah,
but, they don't really care as long as you are beholden to what they tell you that you can do within their country,
yeah.
right?
Like I had a theory, like when I first read the news of them doing the takeover, I was like, I'm pretty certain that they just wanted FIFA, but they couldn't just get FIFA,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So in order to get FIFA, you're like, you know what? Let's just buy everything and then
Yeah.
we'll have FIFA.
Yeah.
Right? Because FIFA, let's be honest, it's the biggest cash cow that EA
Yeah,
has, right?
Yeah.
FIFA and Madden to a certain extent,
Yeah.
right? But you know how they like the Saudi Pro League and now they got all these guys playing
Honestly,
their
I don't like. You never know. 5 years down the road, I don't see these guys stopping. Right?
Yeah.
Like this is something they're gonna keep doing.
But yeah, like it's crazy. Like they're just, what's the term? Sports washing,
Yeah.
right? Like they're getting their hands in everything. Like it started with Live, right? Then it
Yep.
started with the boxing, the whole
Boxing,
Riyadh, the
yeah.
Riyadh season stuff,
Mm-hmm.
UFC,
UFC.
right? And they basically took over WWE.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
based. Yeah. Everything.
Wasn't
WWE.
Vince in talks to like sell it to them at one point? There are so many stories going around.
Okay, so the one thing with Vince and the Saudis is like when they told Vince, we'll give you like $50 million to do like a show, the Crown Jewel, like the first Crown Jewel that they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vince, he wasn't gonna turn money down like that. Whatever,
Yeah.
we'll do it one time, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
And then the first time I think it was the first Crown Jewel, the story came out where there was like they didn't pay Vince,
Yeah.
right? And then
I think I
Vince
remember
made a
this.
big deal about it, and then they
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
held the plane hostage on the runway, and they wouldn't let the wrestlers leave, and they were like stuck on the in the airport for like a day.
I remember this.
Oh man.
Right, so then people were like, you get into bed with certain people, this is the kind of shit you got to deal with, right?
Yeah.
But then, obviously we all know what happened with Vince, and then he's out of the picture now, right?
Yeah, and so they've
Yeah.
also changed their ways, right?
Yeah.
They're basically
And then TKO comes in,
Yeah.
and TKO's mindset is completely different than Vince's,
Mm-hmm.
right? Vince just wanted total control, wrestling, whatever, blah, 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 blah. TKO is like, we just want to make money.
Yep.
Screw it. Saudis, you want Royal Rumble? All right, you got Royal Rumble. Boo. Oh, you guys want WrestleMania? Sure. You got WrestleMania too.
Yeah.
So now the Saudis get WrestleMania and Royal Rumble in the same year,
And that's
That's
in
crazy.
2027, right?
2027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 2026 back to
Mhm.
Vegas.
And these guys, these guys are gonna be like, we want Austin, we want Triple H, we want Undertaker, we want they're gonna want all these old guys who can barely get out of bed to put on
No,
matches.
but basically everyone
Yeah.
If everyone's getting the bag, right? Everyone's sold out. No one really gives a f. Like
Yo, I've been saying it has potential. Like you were saying, it has the potential to be the worst, but also like it has potential to being the biggest and
You're
best.
right. There's gonna be no middle ground.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching it. We're either gonna have the biggest smile on our face because this is like one of the greatest things we've ever seen, or we're gonna be shaking our heads and be like, my childhood's been destroyed.
No,
I
I
can't
will
believe what
tell
I'm
you. I'll
watching.
tell you guys right now. It's gonna be a behemoth, and we are gonna be dying on nostalgia. We are gonna be on the ground praying to all the nostalgia that they're gonna throw in our face.
Brother, I do not want to see Undertaker and Shawn Michaels in a match.
But,
I'm
oh
sorry.
yeah, I hope
Yeah.
there's no matches. I was.
They're
thinking,
gonna
like,
want matches. HBK just put in 2 new knees. He just had double knee surgery. The Saudis are like, look, we're putting robot legs in your body. You're coming out. You're gonna sweet chin music somebody for us.
guys. The nostalgia is gonna get us.
No, if they do it, okay. If they do decide to bring everyone back and do matches, do one match.
One match, everybody.
Yeah, all of them.
10-man tag.
Yeah.
Let everybody in there for like 10 seconds each.
And
they
then
all do
you're
their
good.
finishers, and you just walk away from it. I don't know how this is gonna work out, man. I was kind of grossed out when they announced it,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm like, if you were gonna go international with WrestleMania, why didn't you go to London? Why didn't you go to Paris?
There's so many places
Right?
that deserved it way more.
But
Yeah.
now
Again,
it,
money talks.
yeah,
Right?
money talks exactly. Like it's going to the highest bidder now,
Yeah.
right? Like who's gonna compete with Vegas and Saudi?
Yeah.
Right? Vegas just got WrestleMania again for next year back to back because they paid the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saudi's getting the next one. What's to say that Vegas is gonna be like, all right, fine, we'll match Saudi, bring it back next year. They're probably just gonna rotate between Vegas and Saudi for the next decade.
Yeah. I honestly, wrestling's out of like it's a very different business than it was 20 years ago, right? So
Yeah, it's not. You can't even like take your family to watch this stuff anymore. You know how we talk about Leaf games or pricing families out and stuff? That's what WWE is doing,
It's getting really
these
expensive.
days,
dude. The ticket prices for WrestleMania.
these days everybody's priced out of everything, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's ridiculous.
It's insane. Like we went to a couple of weeks ago. I went to watch AEW, right? Sure, the tickets were like affordable and stuff, but like, man, who's really watching AEW? Though?
Yeah.
Right. Like what? Yeah.
Right? Like, sure, like the one pay per view they do in
But
Canada.
that's
of course
where
they're
people
gonna
go,
whatever.
right? Like
Yeah.
like can't afford regular tickets.
It's like, oh, if you can't go watch a Leaf game, let's go watch the Marlies or OHL or something. Yeah, but
Yeah.
who's really watching the Marlies?
Exactly.
I mean, outside of diehards, right? Just like with AEW, if you're a diehard, you're not watching AEW.
yeah. Exactly.
Right? It's ridiculous. It's gross. Also, speaking of gross, let's talk to Diddler.
What a transition.
So-
What a transition.
So we didn't actually get to talk about like when he actually got acquitted, which was insanity
Yeah, which was-
in its own right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then the sentence came down yesterday?
Yeah. I think Friday. Was it Friday?
Whatever it was. This guy got
For the weekend.
I hate that they said like the headline read he got 50 months rather than saying he got 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? You're just
Because
trying to
it
make
sounds more.
it
Yeah.
sounds more, right?
Exactly.
But I'm like 4 years, and apparently like there's eligibility for parole too. The guy's he's already served like
Exactly.
A
A
year.
year. Yeah.
so he might be out by like December.
Oh, yeah. So that time served counts, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. This guy basically got a slap on the wrist.
Like it was crazy. Like I was listening to one of the reports about it, and then he was like telling the judge like he's reformed and he hasn't touched alcohol and drugs and stuff, and he was doing courses in the prison.
Did you see those sketches of him like begging and being like forgive, like
crying
on the
and
floor,
stuff? Yeah.
crying, and all I see is just 50, 50, 50, making just jokes of all the posts.
Yeah, he's been roasting this guy since the beginning.
This was a cluster. Let's just call it what it is. It's just like Epstein. They're just getting these guys, you know, it's like a mirage. They're making it seem like, oh, they got penalties, you know, just a little slap on the wrist, spend a little time in jail. People forget about it. Just like we talked about Charlie Kirk. People move on. And, you know, a couple years later, you know, you're out. You're doing your thing like nothing happened.
There's guys in jail for longer for having like an ounce of weed on them.
Yeah. That's the privilege you get when you're a celebrity, right?
Yeah. Judge, my client's got money. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. It's, I think even
no
bigger
problem.
than that. Like, you know, whatever the shit he was in, like well connected, right?
Yeah.
And you're well connected.
Like this guy's crying in the courtroom, but what about all the victims?
Yeah.
What about everybody that you abused? What about the video of you suplexing Cassie in the hotel?
But
that doesn't
even
mean anything.
That's the price to pay. Like they
Even
paid the
that
price.
story, like you were saying, even that story, like it was so huge at one point. And now that like everyone's like, you know, sentence him. And now that he's sentenced, nothing. I don't even see it. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
People are just joking about it, right?
I don't know, man, but it's like we talk about like the justice system here being like a complete joke, but like they just proved it down there. It's not any better.
Yeah.
No,
It's the same shit.
It's all the same shit, man. No matter where you are in the world, like if you've got money, you've got connections, like justice doesn't matter for you.
Yeah, of course not.
You have a whole totally different type of justice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like 4 years.
And
That's nothing.
again, he wasn't even convicted of most of those crimes.
No, the big ones he got acquitted of.
Yeah,
for
he
some
got
reason,
acquitted for almost everything that was actually serious.
even though there was mountains of evidence. But I guess evidence doesn't mean anything.
No, I guess
Right?
victim statements, nothing actually matters.
Yeah.
when I guess
Testimonies,
you're
all
at that
stuff,
level.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was like, but like, we're,
And all these clowns, like where's Stephen A. Smith? He had all these podcasts. He had so much shit to say in the beginning. Now he's all quiet, right?
Yeah.
Like all these people that actually have opinions are just bullshitters, and they're all connected. They're all friends. They just stick up for each other. So then they cover for each other.
yeah, I'm reading like some stuff online too, like people trying to justify like, oh, but technically, you know, what he did wasn't really this, and like what if it, shut up,
It's amazing, man. It's amazing how people say and how people convince themselves of just make up excuses for someone.
Yeah, like I mean, you want to see something happen. Like we really wanted to see something happen with Epstein. Clearly, that's done and dusted. We're never gonna see anything happen with that.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Nothing to see here. We wanted to see something happen with Diddler. Let's get an example made of somebody.
Yeah.
Oh no, nothing to see here. Move on. It's all good. Whatever. Right?
Don't even get me started on Cash Patel. Every time I hear about like all these cases and all like nothing happening, or the FBI or the government or the court just lying, I just picture Cash Patel's dumb face with his crooked eyes, just like what an idiot, man.
Well,
He represents everything that is obviously wrong with our justice system and just everything else in government.
Did you see him at the UFC on Saturday?
I probably looked away.
They showed him on TV, but I don't know if he got like cheered or booed or not. I didn't hear it, so I don't know if you guys
I wonder
saw it
where.
or not.
Yeah, I wonder where the feels are for this guy right now.
Yeah, it's not good.
It
I don't
depends on what side you stand on, right?
Yeah, you're probably right. Like again,
No, but who really thinks he's doing a good job right now? He hasn't done
like how do you
anything.
defend anything he's done?
He's done nothing.
Right? Like it's been a clown show.
He took credit for Kirk's shooter when it wasn't even him doing anything. It was just his own dad turned him in.
And which is still not a closed case. Like
Yeah.
they still said we are still going through evidence. So this guy has not had any wins. This guy's looked like an idiot the entire time, changed stories. I think that's just what happens when you get to government. So I don't know if I should even be saying that it's on him.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
but you can't, like we touched on this last time, like you can't talk a game like that, excuse me, and then do nothing.
Yeah, that's both him and Bangino.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if they knew that this is how it's going to be, then they should have just kept their mouth shut from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, right? I think sometimes when you're on the outside, you may think the
Yeah.
system works in a certain way, and you go in all innocent, and then you just, you walk in one first day, and you're making promises, and people are giving you money and expecting you to basically, do what they ask you.
Yeah, pretty much. You're just a
Right.
puppet at that point. All right. We've talked ad nauseum about this guy. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Freaking Cash Patel. I don't want to see his face. Every time I hear his name, I just see his face pop up in front of me.
I
I
can't. It pisses me off.
I don't know what to say. Like whenever it comes to anyone in government, I just feel like it doesn't matter who it is. It's always going to be the same.
Yeah, it is.
They're crooks. They're liars. They're pieces of shit. They're demons.
That's what politics is,
call it
right?
what it
You
is.
say what you
Can't be
you
a
get-
politician
and
without being a demon.
you say what people want to hear, and then once you're elected, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, as soon as you get elected, your focus is to get reelected.
Yeah,
Like you're not even doing your job
Yeah.
anymore. Like it's like
Day one.
Yeah, day one. Let's start a new campaign for the next re-election.
pretty much.
Right. Whatever.
Unbelievable.
Speaking of guys who should be a prime minister, let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about Vladdy.
Oh, let's talk about some baseball, boys.
Baseball
Let's go.
playoffs are in full swing. We are into the DS.
Guys, I
And-
do have to say, being in Toronto, like just off the top, I told this to a couple friends the other day. Like Toronto is like literally such a virgin city when it comes to any expectations or winning. Like just the reaction to any little thing is like, we won the World Series. Like we don't know how to behave when like we win.
But that's every
No.
market though.
No, but like we are just, everything is like, oh my God, are we going to lose? Like,
No, look,
Are we actually gonna
look
do
at
it?
the
Like-
Knicks last year. They were gonna burn down their city.
I get it, but
Yeah.
Right after every win, they
Yeah.
were right to burn down the city.
Like have
right?
you been watching like the Yankees reporters?
oh, I
I've
can't
been watching
imagine.
reactions since yesterday. Sky is falling. It's 9/11 all over again.
The
Like, they-
expectations for them is World
I
Series
will
or
say,
bust.
I will say, when we were winning 2-1, I did call the sweep at 2 when we were winning 2-1 against the Yankees, and since then we've blown them out. Right,
But
completely.
Vlad, going back to Vlad, he has carried us. Like he has shown up. He had the $500 million contract. Like no one even talks about it anymore.
You know
like-
what? Everyone would have talked about it if he wasn't hitting.
Yeah, for
If-
sure.
Yeah,
but
if he
yeah.
finished this series 1-for-9,
Yeah,
no, for sure.
Right,
But
yeah.
like he's not just hit. He has exploded onto the scene.
and
He's got
Yeah.
David Ortiz just giggling on their cast.
yeah, and like we said, like the second that contract was signed, it's like,
Mhm.
all right, buddy, you got to do it now,
yeah.
right? And then I don't think I can ask for more
No,
from
no.
what he's been doing, right? And
Yeah.
I'm really happy for the guy.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's he's been hearing it for a few years, right?
Yeah.
He was what, 0 for 6 or
And he owns the Yankees, man.
yeah.
There's
He
some,
loves hitting
like,
against the Yankees.
he hates that team so much
Mm-hmm.
that something happens to him when he
I
plays
read
these guys.
I read this, so I don't know, like, I didn't do any back checks, but apparently in 2003, and there was a couple instances of him getting kicked out as a kid
That's why he hates them.
from Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium.
Really?
Yeah, when he was there with his dad.
Yeah.
So I don't know the full story, but he was like, they didn't want him there, so they kicked him out, like at the dugout or whatever, wherever he was. So that's where it developed.
Yeah, and then he's like, from that day, he's like, you know what? Screw these guys.
Yeah, whatever it
Never-
is.
Yeah, never.
It's
playing with
working, man.
Yeah, it's great for us.
Because what is he? He's like 6 for 8.
I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
2
didn't
homers,
expect those
6
homers.
RBIs. The Jays obviously, like at these two, game 1 and game 2 has been record setting, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the most runs, like their pitching, you savage, is like, holy, no one saw
Yeah.
that coming.
Like that.
At least some of us did kind of see that he had this potential, because a lot of us that have been following the team throughout the year have been asking for him to come up
Yeah.
and pitch. But yeah, everything went right. Like it was probably the 2 perfect games, right?
You couldn't ask for it to go any better. Like even like the first half of the first game, it was a little close. You're like, all right, this could be like a tight series.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it just got blown wide open, and the Yankees just folded.
Yep.
And they never recovered from it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I forgot the machine's name. I know they've had that special pitching machine that they have at certain stadiums. I think we talked about this on one of our previous pods, but it doesn't travel. So the Yankees don't have access to it when you're on the road. I've noticed this year, like, home teams are winning a lot more. And the Jays' home record, it was like 56 to 25 or something, like ridiculous. So again, if we got our kind of ace going for game 3, but I don't think the series is over yet.
Yeah, but having Bieber going up in game 3 is probably the best case scenario for us too, right?
I'm super confident.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But you know, it's when you go to Yankee Stadiums, weird things happen.
But I just feel like, and especially in baseball, when hitters are rolling, it's hard for everyone to just go cold at the same time, right? So that's why, like, when an offense is rolling, it's like, I feel like we're unstoppable. Because even if 1 or 2 guys go cold, like, everyone's just, you know, stepping up right now.
Everyone's stepping up. We're doing it without Bo.
Yeah.
Right? Like if we had Bo,
we don't have Bo.
Right?
I think even has Santander he played the first game? I don't think he played the second game, right?
He played both games, I think.
Did he?
Santander played yesterday, I think.
I didn't even notice him yesterday.
You didn't notice him because Vladdy's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Kirk is doing his thing. Varsho had an absolutely insane game yesterday.
People don't realize Varsho since 2022 has been the best outfielder or center fielder in all of baseball. Yeah. In all metrics. Defensively. He's the best defensive center fielder in baseball.
I think I've even said to you guys, if Varsho played a full season this year, he would have had 40 home runs.
Yeah, his home run to at bat average was ridiculous. I think he had like 200 something at bats, and he was almost like 20 bombs.
So ideally, we'd like to see these guys wrap it up in 3.
Yep.
But I kind of have that feeling, you know, the Yankees come back 1 game at home and the crowd's gonna be crazy.
Because if we don't close it out with Bieber, we may have a bullpen game on game 4.
Man, our bullpen got lit up the second Savage came out.
What do you guys feel about that?
We got touched up.
I know it was like the bottom of our pen, and the idea was to just give these guys an inning and some playoff experience because they were off for about a week.
He was at 78 pitches. Just let him go.
I've been saying this from the beginning. I'm like, I don't know if we talked about it too, but I've been talking about it with him especially. What baseball was before, like, I'd say the 2000s, I'd say in the 2000s, and even like early, like 2010 to 2015.
Yeah.
I like the game. Like, just let your guys pitch, right? Analytics have just gone too far now. And
I feel like that in most sports.
Managers aren't making decisions anymore. Yeah. Managers are asking, what are the computers saying?
Yeah.
Right?
But you're not.
What do the stats say?
But you're not watching the guy who's throwing a strike every time the ball leaves his hand, and he's only at 70 pitches.
No hitter going. Yeah.
He's sitting guys down left, right, and center. Just give him 2 more innings.
Yeah.
Look, if he gets touched up and he gives up a couple of hits, okay, sure, maybe think about it.
Yeah, you got a 12-0 lead, right?
Even then, I'm like, let's say he blows up an inning. He gives up 3 hits, or he throws like 5 pitches and like he hits a guy and they get a home run, they get a couple of runs. Just let him keep going.
Yeah.
Just let him fight through that adversity, right?
It's a 12-0 lead.
You can't just be like, oh, he gave up a run. Oh, we're too scared now.
I think
let's bring in the next guy.
I think it'll be interesting to see because, we did give the our bullpen gave up 7 runs. So we did kind of get the bats going for the Yanks. It's going to be interesting to see if that carries over.
You know what it is? I think also what I want from pitchers more is like, Verlander, why he was always the best is because he had that attitude of like, I'm going to strike you out. I'm going to get these outs and I'm staying in the entire game. Yeah. And he would yell at the manager and be like, no, I'm staying in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's the attitude you need.
There's not many pitchers left like that.
Right.
All the old guys are retiring and the next generation of pitchers have come up basically managed in every aspect. Yeah. Like no one is asked to pitch more than 6 innings.
And the fans want to see it too, right? So, like, when was the last time we saw a complete game from anybody?
That's not happening, guys.
Unless they're pitching a perfect game, you're getting taken out.
But even perfect games, some managers are like, okay, he's got a perfect game, but he's at 101. It's all right. Aja Hornets.
I've seen that.
It's happened a
Yeah.
couple of times. Like, what are you doing, bro?
But like you were saying earlier, baseball has like obviously gone towards analytics.
But that's why, like,
so much that a lot of that old school mentality is gone.
Yeah, which is a shame, right?
Yeah.
Because it's Moneyball changed everything with baseball,
Yeah.
right? And then it became more like efficiency than let's just feel the game out and see how it goes,
Exactly.
right? And it does bother me because it goes back to, what was it, a couple of years ago when the whole thing happened with Barrios and Kikuchi.
Oh yeah.
Barrios was lights out.
He was lights out.
Lights
man.
out. And they're like, yeah, you know what? The spreadsheet says put Kikuchi in
Okay,
there.
that goes back to David Schneider. He's on the clock. Like this is like they had a great year. Everything he made a decision about came through. I'm giving him credit where credit's due. The season was amazing. But he's on the clock in the playoffs. We've seen him multiple times in the past screw up in the playoffs. So
he almost blew it yesterday with a 12-0.
This is what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I heard the mentality of what they were going for, but it's gonna be interesting if this carries over to Game 3.
Yeah, let's see how this goes, man.
but that's the thing. It's like in close games, that's when you're really tested.
Yeah,
And that's where decision making matters.
and it becomes knee-jerk decisions too, right?
Yeah.
Like you get scared and like you start doing stuff that you really normally wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Who do you guys prefer to play if we get past the Yankees here? Do you want to play Detroit or do you want to play Seattle? I personally want to play Detroit.
Scooble twice. Their pitching is really good, but I think even they've both got great pitching.
Seattle's kind of scary.
I want
Yeah.
Seattle.
You want Seattle?
I want the toughest road.
I would probably want
The
Detroit.
toughest
I want the toughest road. You know how good it feels when you take the toughest path and win.
So you
I
want
think they're
you
both
want,
different, right?
You want the Dirk Nowitzki pass
Yeah.
to the chip there, right? Okay.
I
like it
think
just means so much more.
I think both
Like-
teams are really good and well suited. Like I think they'll both present a really big
Like take this
challenge.
in Golden State, right? Sorry to cut you off there, but Golden State, their first championship, they had the easiest path ever, right? Everyone they're facing is hurt, right? Their best guy is
But
hurt,
does anyone really
right?
remember?
No.
that,
But
though?
I do remember it, right? And that championship to me is whatever, right? But then Dirk's, it's like, oh
Yeah,
my God,
fair enough.
that's worth like 2 championships. Like you
Seriously, and to do it by himself too, where he has to go up
know, it
against
just
3 Hall of
matters so
Famers
much
every
more.
round. Yeah,
Like the optics matter.
But just going back to the Detroit, Seattle, they're both great teams. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two. Both can pitch, both have a few hitters that can kill you. But the rest of their lineup isn't that strong. I don't think they're not like the Yankees that's gonna put up 7-8 runs. So yeah, they're pitching first, so they're both gonna present their unique challenges. So yeah, it's a coin toss. I don't know if who I'd prefer.
whoever
Maybe
it is.
Detroit because we played well against them.
Yeah, bring it on, whoever it is. Hashtag we want it all.
And then just
Whatever.
I think we got a great shot, man. I think the World Series could be coming to Toronto. Don't get me wrong.
Just to give another example,
Dodgers,
just for
Jays?
you, just to give another example for you. If LeBron and them, they were down 3-1, and they came back, doesn't that mean so much more than just
No,
you know?
of course. Yeah, of course.
It matters.
No, I get what you're saying. I totally
Yeah.
understand. Like when you go through like
Adversity and you're like,
hellfire
you're fighting,
brimstone
yeah.
to get the chip, it
It
feels a lot
just-
better than
it's
like
a different feeling.
Speaking of LeBron,
But then if you go through sweeping everybody, then doesn't that feel just as great? But like, hey, we dominated everyone and we got our
yeah,
chip.
there you go. Yeah.
It does, but it's
Right?
just like, when there's lows, it's like if you're winning, you stay up here, right? But if you get beat down, then there's a higher place you can go when you win.
Okay, I kind of
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so hard to say. Like I personally, I just want to see them sweep everybody.
No, that's what everyone prefers, right?
Yeah.
But at the end, if you can win,
Yeah. If you're winning on a game 7, 9th inning home run, like obviously that's,
That's
going to be
different, right?
a bigger euphoric
then winning
reaction
10-0
Right.
right?
Because when we talk about the Blue Jays World Series wins, which one does everybody remember? Carter's
Joe
walk-off.
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Carter.
Right?
There you go. Yeah.
Exactly.
So Carter's walk-off is the one that are, so to your point, I get it, right? Makes
That's
sense.
what I mean. But
Yeah.
other than that, like at the end of the day, yeah, no matter how they do it, a win is a win, and that's what you want.
The chip is a chip.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Just-
you know who wants a chip?
Who wants a chip? Connor.
McJesus wants a
I
chip.
should have known that one.
McJesus wants it. Late breaking news today. So the saga that we thought was gonna drag on all year wrapped up the day before the season starts. McDavid signs up.
That shocked me.
Puts a dagger in a Leaf fan's heart right there.
12.
Not really.
Yeah, because this guy wants to win. Takes a $7.5 million discount. Okay, $7.5 million discount. We had 3 guys who gave the middle finger to management and said, "Pay me max."
If I didn't already respect this guy, I respect him even more now.
Yeah.
This guy could have easily gone to market,
Yeah.
got $23 million,
Yeah.
right? But he's like, you know what? I'm doing the Crosby thing. I'm not taking a pay raise. Give me what I'm getting now. I'm giving you the room now
Yeah.
to bring in guys, get me a cup.
But I like that he took 2 years, because I'm telling you right now, he is not coming back to Edmonton. I will be shocked if after those 2 years winning, regardless of winning, he is not coming back. I think he took those 2 years to give Edmonton another 2 shots. They've been back-to-back cups. Let's see if they can pull it out.
Well, they got
That's
3
it.
years, right? Including this. So they got 3 years to win a cup now.
I'd be surprised if in the last year he stays, if these years go horribly wrong.
Okay. If it's a sinking ship, right? I think that's another reason why they did the contract the way they did, because
Yeah.
it's easier to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And he
contract,
wants,
right?
Like it's a give and take, right? So
But imagine
Again.
trading Connor McDavid.
Well, if he wants out, they have to.
If he says, yeah, then
Yeah.
get rid of me, right? Okay, get your 27 first round picks, get like your entire top 6 line, go for it, whatever.
But we've never seen that in hockey, right? Like a number 1 guy in his prime saying, "Get me the hell out of here."
yeah.
To
So
say,
Like,
I
get me the
want-
hell out.
to get to leave, I
Yeah.
you know, that's a good question. I don't
I don't think so.
You don't really
I feel like,
you don't really see that happen in the NHL.
and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Eichel, not really, right? Because Eichel just more hurt and they just mismanaged his injury. And he's like, you guys screwed me. I want out. He didn't really want out because like he didn't want to be there anymore. He's like, you
Yeah.
guys messed me up. And I,
Yeah, but in my opinion, I still think it's a mistake, because if you're gonna take a discount, just play out your year. Just play it out,
fair enough.
right? See what happens, and then you have all the power. You get to make the decision. You see all the options available, because if winning really matters, then you wait a year and see all the available options, and you make the team, get better before you sign.
Yeah. Well, I think
Right?
that's what we're saying. Like, that's why he took the money that he
Yeah.
did. So they can, they have the option.
But that's
now.
why I'm just
Yeah.
like, but if he waited a year, then you're like, okay, I'm only signing. Let's see what you guys got. You guys have an off season, right? And then if they do what they need to do, then sign for a discount, right?
No, I think
Yeah.
you also guarantee yourself if you get hurt, right? You kind of guarantee yourself the money for a couple years.
Yeah.
But even if he got hurt, like unless
it's
it's,
Connor-
like
it's-
unless it's
Connor Mc-
catastrophic,
It's Connor. It's
like
Connor.
a catastrophe.
It's Connor McDavid. There's like, it's a win-win whatever he decides to do.
Yeah,
Like-
but I still think it's a mistake. I think you wait
Wait for what?
another year. I just said
For free agency,
yes.
and then do what? If he's coming back to Edmonton, he's just gonna do that.
That's why I'm saying. Then you have the
But-
option
but
of
now-
not coming
now-
back to Edmonton,
But not
right? Because if winning really matters,
I
right?
Think,
Then
I
you
think
have
he's
to.
decided that he wants to come back. That's
No.
why he took the deal,
Then
right?
I think he really wants to win there.
Yeah, he
Like,
wants to.
I think
like,
that's
yeah,
what it is, right?
He didn't wait till the day before the season starts to not know if he wants to come back to Edmonton.
Yeah, because he could have been like, I'll go to free agency if I really want to
Yeah.
win.
no,
Yeah.
obviously. But I'm just saying, like, if you take everything into account,
Because that's
like, does winning matter? Does the money doesn't matter,
Where
the
else is he
winning and
winning?
all.
He's not going to Florida. How's he getting on Florida?
Yeah.
Where else is he winning?
I mean, look at
but
like with Crosby. Crosby wasn't the highest paid guy on Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Malkin.
But
right?
that's what I'm saying.
But
so he
Crosby
did,
just wanted to stick around and win.
Yeah.
he did the Crosby. He basically
Yeah.
gave Edmonton the Crosby deal.
I don't know. I'm in the boat of, after watching Edmonton get first round pick after first round pick after first round pick and failing, I think they're just destined to fail.
That was
And it just, I guess,
Guys,
I guess for me to see the best player,
finals.
it doesn't matter.
But that era of Edmonton though, it was McTavish, it was Lowe,
all those guys
it was
are gone.
all these guys who were like just brain dead.
Yeah.
And they're all buddies. They mismanaged the entire team.
Yeah, those guys are gone.
But now you got Bowman, right? Now you got Knobloch's the coach there now, right? Who's McDavid's guy, because he was like McDavid's coach from back in the day, right? They've kind of figured it out. The only thing they haven't figured out is that you still need a goalie, right? You need a goalie.
I'm telling you, some franchises never learn.
Yeah.
But they haven't had a goalie for 10 years.
I'll
It's been way
100%
more,
give
right?
you guys
No,
that.
but I'm saying at least 10 years, right?
They haven't had a goalie since Curtis Joseph,
Yeah.
and that was
Straight
like
up,
and that was like late 90s,
Yeah.
That was the
early
last
2000s.
good goalie they had.
right?
But that's
Even
why
after
I'm
Joseph,
just
like who's the one? Rolison was the one.
They've
guy
had
that
a
took him
couple
on
of
a
years.
run.
Yeah, they had that run into the finals.
But it's
And I don't know. I just feel like in free agency, there's guys out there, like goalie wise, right? And I'm just like, just go grab this guy. Go grab this guy. He's better than what you have. And they
Yeah,
just
or-
don't.
they don't
Right?
even need like an elite goalie. You need
Yeah.
above average. That's all you need for a team like that.
Yeah.
What I'm surprised what they don't do is just grab like 5 guys, like you said, just off free agency and be like, yo, we're just going to try you guys out. Just show us what you have.
The thing that blows my mind is like, why aren't guys clamoring to go there to play with McDavid and Draisaitl?
Yeah.
When you have the 2 best players on the planet playing on your team, why aren't guys knocking the door down and be like, please, let me just come in and...
Yeah, the
And play
NHL is
with you guys,
weird.
right?
The NHL is weird like that. Like, I don't know what it is. There's some markets that just guys don't want to go for some other reason.
But, okay. Would you guys say hockey is growing?
Yes.
Like big, or like it's just like slowly growing?
No, I think it's getting big. The TV deals are massive.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing the Europe games. which are
Locally,
always
it's
sold out.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of like baseball,
Yeah.
right? Like it's locally and local markets are massive.
Like
in
North
the
America?
NHL. No, like local markets. What I mean is
Or
like
just
in your market
yeah.
in Toronto, right? If you're in New Jersey, like in your local market, you're massive. Your TV deals are massive, right? And that's where it's very popular. You just don't see that on across a national level because it's not covered.
Yeah.
Right, doesn't get the same attention.
But
Like-
that's why. But it's not covered as well. It's because you just don't have that, like that personality. Like guys are staying on teams for forever. Like you get drafted here, you're there for 15 years, and then you're an old guy. Maybe you.
I think, but that's
you
like
know,
when
go
it comes
around.
down to like when we talked about in the past, like hockey players are very tradition based
Yeah.
and very loyal and respectful,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? Then you have the oddball guys who are usually like the European guys or whatever.
Yeah.
They come over and be like, I've outgrown you. I'm out of here kind of
Yeah.
thing. Right? But the Canadian kids, they're
Pretty
like,
much.
oh, you drafted me. I owe you everything, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, look at what Sid's doing. The Penguins suck. This team is going to finish dead last in this, like, in their division. But he decided to stick around because he's that guy,
Yeah.
right?
That's where I wish guys would move.
right?
At
But
the end of their careers.
if the Habs come knocking on their door, be like, hey, we're on the cusp here. Can we have this guy for a couple of years to help these kids and bring them over the edge?
I would love to see him in a Montreal jersey.
I think he finishes in Montreal.
You think so?
Like, whatever his career is over, I think he plays 1 year there. He just wants to wear that sweater once.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see that. And I'm no Habs fan, but I would love to see that.
It's like saying like Connor playing for the Leafs, like just
Yeah.
once,
Just
Yeah,
once,
right? Like your team as a kid, like you just want to play once. Tavares,
Yeah.
look at the discount this guy took to stick around because it's his home team.
Wish he took that 10 years ago. Whatever it was. Would have helped us big time. Probably would have had a cup by now.
All right, I know we didn't really prepare for this, but since it's the eve of the season, quick predictions. What do you think is happening? Who's the team to beat? Who's winning the cup?
Yeah, season starts tomorrow. Just quick predictions. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Florida. I want to say Florida, Vegas in the finals. Florida, Vegas.
I'm
and
not
Florida makes that
making-
repeat.
So sorry, I'm not making a finals prediction. Like the two teams, but now that McDavid has signed for his minimum, they're winning the cup.
Edmonton.
You got
Yeah.
Edmonton. Who do you got?
This has got to be Edmonton's year, man.
It has to be, right?
Because Hyman's coming back,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even though they've got like all these kids on their team with the forwards, but they got grinders.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But
And
then-
let's see how they use this money.
Yeah, but then you have also McDavid, Draisaitl. McDavid's gonna have like 150 points this year. Draisaitl's gonna have 100.
Those two guys
20
are
points.
special, man.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are right. Honestly, I for some reason I see Florida up here, and then have Tampa Bay just a little rung below them, trying to beat them, and then everybody else, at least in the East,
In the East,
right?
if the Devils stay healthy, if Jack Hughes can stay
Now,
healthy,
I'll tell you right now, the Devils are this. I've heard this for the last 2 years now. If they make the playoffs, that's a success for them.
but that's what I'm saying. They have to stay healthy though. They've been beat up
They have.
the last
I'll
couple
give you
years,
that.
right?
but-
Jack Hughes has played only like 30 games or something.
But
like
I don't think they're near any contention level, like for a cup.
that division's not as tough as it used to be though. It's anybody's.
Oh, fair enough. I just don't think they're a cup contender.
Yeah, Rangers stink. Islanders stink. Carolina's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, but we talk about Carolina every year. I think 3 years ago I predicted Carolina to win the cup,
Mm-hmm.
and they got bounced in the first round.
They have a problem getting to the cup final.
Yeah,
What about Leaf predictions quickly? I think they finished fourth in a wild card spot.
wild card.
In their division.
So fourth and wild card.
I
The
got-
top three get automatic, right?
Yeah, so fourth, wild card spot.
Fourth. So
I think they're gonna take a step back.
so. Who's
At
finishing?
least it may not show up in the playoffs. I'm thinking the regular season they're gonna take a step back.
So you think Florida, Tampa, and who else in front of them?
Florida, Tampa,
Ottawa?
either it's gonna be I think Montreal could do it. I'm not a believer in Ottawa. I just think they I think Montreal could take a big step forward. So I think Montreal, Toronto is gonna fight for those two spots.
Interesting. I still got the Leafs finishing like second or third.
I was gonna say second,
Yeah.
but not the.
I think
I mean, they're probably not going to have 100 points, but I still see them up there, though. I think they'll get an automatic spot. I don't see them wild carding.
Yeah.
No, I think they could get the third spot. I just think they're gonna have to fight for the third spot, and I think Montreal's gonna be that team, and maybe Washington.
Or what if they just take the Florida approach and be like, hey, let's just get in? Why are we going to burn ourselves out in the regular season for?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, sorry, not Washington. They're in the other division. But yeah, I think Montreal, Toronto is gonna fight for that third spot.
Montreal's an interesting one because as great as they looked on offense last year, their defense was absolute dog shit. Whenever,
it was. I just like the growth. They're young.
Yeah.
I see another year of growth.
But-
Another year under St. Louis. Like,
San Luis, and they picked up Noah Dobson.
yeah, man.
So
I
you've strengthened your
honestly, I'm
defense,
telling you,
right?
I
Yeah.
like their team, and like when I look at the Leafs and I look at Montreal, like I see the high end skill of Matthews, but like just an overall team and that defensive core.
Yeah.
Like,
One full season of Lane Hudson, one full season of
Yeah,
Ivan Demidov.
man.
Let's see what happens with these guys.
Man, they're exciting, man. They're exciting. Don't get me wrong. For being a Leaf fan, I'm excited to see the Canadians. And we'll get to see that Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night,
Yeah.
boys. Home opener, or I don't know if they're in Montreal or it's in Toronto.
Probably here.
Yeah, but it should be good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a good season.
Hockey's back. I'm excited.
Yeah, man, me too.
It's all right.
It came by. I'm telling you, because of the baseball playoffs and football, like just getting back into it, like the first month, I'm like, it comes so fast. Hockey,
Yeah.
like it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Before we wrap this up, just shout out to our boy Baker Mayfield. He's elite.
Baker, top 5 QB.
And Trevor Lawrence, bottom 5, official bottom 5 quarterback.
Yeah, we're
And
watching them stink it up right
and
now.
for everybody out there who keeps promoting the Chargers, just stop it, please.
Every year they get that hype. Eh?
I'm
Every year.
tired. I'm just tired of the Chargers. I'm tired of their QB. Like, Baker's better.
All right, Champ's sick and tired of seeing Herbert's face. Doesn't want to see it
No more
anymore.
Herbert.
Yeah, no
Okay,
more Herbert.
he's not a top 5 quarterback. When
I don't know. I don't know where you get
Stop
these
it,
top
guys.
5.
Stop
from.
it. Just let's stop that right now.
Let's just leave it at our boy Baker. Shout out
Yeah.
Baker. You're the man. All right. Thank you for joining us again for this one. And we'll need to get something out for you guys quicker because with everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, man.
So,
Full
yeah.
sports in full swing. So we'll definitely get some sports pods out.
sports in full swing. We'll see how much of this video game stuff is gonna blow up the internet over the next couple of weeks. We'll see how all that goes.
Let's see where the Jays are.
Yeah, and the Saudis, if you're listening and you want to buy us out, no problem, come over. All right.
We'll make it bigger and better.
Bigger and better. All right, let's go. We'll do a Riyadh season. We'll go to Jeddah. We'll cover WrestleMania.
Let's go. I'm down.
All right, peace out, everybody.
There'll be no more distractions. Forward, forward. Today wasn't unusual.